The sun is out and the scores are good. Timothy Lowe here. Good to have your company this Friday afternoon from wherever you're watching in the world. Yuhei Ran backed up a solid opening 67 with a 68 this morning. One shot further back at 8 under par is Zhang Su-yon, who responded with one of the best rounds of the day, a 66 for her. And Jihan Sol, how about that bounce back after that disappointing 74 yesterday? She carded a 65 this morning. Heiran was bogey-free yesterday. Only one drop shot on her card. That came at the 15th this morning, starting on the back nine. See Park Hyun-kyung there, the two-time KLPGA championship winner. She's in our featured group coverage this afternoon, and we'll be following her progress. She's made the turn at level par at 4 under for the championship. Unfortunately, defending champion and last year's Order of Merit champion Park Min-ji withdrawing at the end of play yesterday. So we won't see any more of Min-ji this week, and we will have a new winner. This is Chang Hana, the lady she trumped in a two-hole playoff 12 months ago, unable to get that one to drop. Another solid season for Chang Hana on the KLPGA Tour. Finished third on the money list, third on the points race. 9 straight pars to open her campaign this Friday afternoon. Jun Hyo-min, first full season out on the KLPGA Tour, put together a wonderful round of 66 yesterday to share the lead. Heading into today, that's all right. Into the long par 4 8, it's going to leave her a lengthy downhill, downwind putt for a birdie. Well, Lee So-mi was one of 3 players who shared the lead heading into Friday. A bit of a struggle on the outward half, but a nice birdie there at 9. A big old smile from So-mi. First birdie of the day for the 5-time KLPGA Tour champion as she heads to the back 9 at 5 under, 4 shots adrift of the target currently set by Yuhei Ran. So So-mi, Hyun-kyung and Hana make their way out to the par 5-10th. Let's get you up to speed with what the players will face. It's a downhill tee shot with trouble all the way up the right-hand side. It is a par 5 that stretches out to about 515 meters. Plays a touch shorter than that, being downhill. Most players are going to be leaving themselves right around 250 to 270 yards for their second shots. Really don't think anyone's going to be able to get to the green in 2 this week. It's all about the layup here, because the fairway is narrow and does pitch from left to right, but it bends from right to left. And a common thing you'll see in South Korea, and a lot of golf courses, the double greens, one for winter months, one for the summer months. We're using the green on the right this week on the Nakdong 9 pitches from back to front. It is slightly elevated from that lowest point of the fairway, guarded by a pair of traps, one left and a deep one to the right. The pin today cut close to that right trap, 8 off the right, 14 from the front. What a welcome sight it is to see crowds out on the golf course again. Obviously last year, through all 30 events, didn't have any spectators out due to COVID-19 regulations. They certainly have come out in force. This is the 3rd event of what promises to be another cracking year on the KLPGA Tour. 30 events, 5 major championships. Lee So-mi walking off 9 with a birdie. So very nearly defended her title at the season opener on Jeju Island. Just second on his shot. Well, crowd seem to like it. She doesn't seem enthralled. That's going to get a friendly little kick to the right. That's fine. So mean, certainly not the hardest tee shot the players are going to face here at Gimhae Gaya. 54-hole property. Using the Sinyo and Nakdong 9s this week. Now back to 8. Lengthy birdie putt for Hyo-min. Asking that to work its way to the left. Not quite going to make it back. And that's going to be to to avoid a second bogey in a row for Hyo Min. Hasn't made a cut yet through the first two events of 2022. Both those weeks at the Mediheal and the Lotte opened with rounds of 80. It was a 66 yesterday. She finds herself right in the thick of the title hunt. Here in Gimhae now, Park Hyun Kyung. It'll be a good group to watch this afternoon. Power pack 3-ball of Hyun Kyung, Somi and Hana. Hyun Kyung, like Hana, turning level par. With a 68 yesterday, and she's right alongside her good friend Lee So-mi in the left-hand rough. So the featured group of this afternoon's coverage gonna tentatively make their way down this very steep 10th tee. Meantime, we'll jump across to the first hole and the 10th hole of the day, Son Yi-bin. The three overnight co-leaders went out in 1 over par 37. That's a very fine shot into the first, so a chance to get back to 6 under par for Yi-bin. Yeah, real rotten start to a day with a double bogey at the 11th. So come back for a par here. And Hyo Min will negotiate that very nicely indeed. Had it within one of Heyran's 9 under par target through 6 holes, but a drop shot at 7. Slipping her back to 7 under par. It's a lovely afternoon for some golf here at Gimhae, just about 18 kilometers west of the city of Busan, with 500,000 Koreans calling this city home. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Sung Ga-eun, coming off a 3-putt at the night, so she's back at 1 over par. That one doesn't look like it's going to stay up high enough for Ga-eun. So really locked in a wonderful battle for Rookie of the Year honors with Hung Jung-min and Kim Hee-ji last year. An emphatic victory at the richest prize on the KLPGA Tour, the Hana Financial Group Championship. Locked up her place as Rookie of the Year. This lady, a grizzled veteran, Jang Hana. The layup into the 10th. Strength of her game is her wedges, so as long as she's within 80 yards of this green, you really feel she'll stick one. It's a decent range for birdie. Just look at the elevation from that camera angle of how high above the fairway that 10th tee sits. This is Park Ju-young, who had another solid season on the KLPGA Tour, but still searching for that elusive first ever victory. The 32-year-old did come close at the last event of the 2021 season, narrowly finishing second to Yuhei Ran at the SK Telecom Championship. Had some problems off the tee, so this now for par to keep her at level par. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just slips by on the right edge for Ju Yong. Currently the cut mark, low 60 professionals and ties. Couple amateurs in the field this week of the 120 woman field. And that cut mark, level par. So Ju Yong and Ga Eun both on the wrong side of that cut mark. Now back up the fairway, Hyun Kyung just laying up as well. No problems at all. Okay, they're a good 15 yards past her playing partner Chang Hana. A player that showed remarkable consistency ever since turning professional a few years back. She'll have a keen eye on next week, looking to go into territory that no woman has ever been before. Successfully win the KLPGA Championship 3 years in a row. But she's only 5 shots back of Yuhei Ran right now, here at the 10th anniversary of the Nexen SaintNine Masters. This little tiddler for Kim Ji-young to take a step closer to that cut mark. Nicely done for Kim Ji-young too. Goes to 2 over par. 1 over par opening round of 73 yesterday, leaving her with, well, a bit of catching up to do. Although having said that, conditions Friday afternoon in Gimhae much better than they were Thursday. We were swarmed by dark and ominous rain clouds all throughout the opening round here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. It's a beautiful day for some golf in South Korea. Chang Hana now getting set to play. Of course, you saw her using her rangefinder there. Good addition to professional golf, allowing players to use rangefinders without slope, of course, helping speed up the game. So, well, she works that one out. Quickly back to the first, and Yi Bin to get back to 6 under. Yeah, takes advantage of a very fine wedge shot, and Son Yi Bin collects a second birdie of her second round. Back to 6 under par, and into a share of 5th with Lim Hee Jeong. Now Hana ready to play. You see that whole location cut in the sort of front middle right section of the green. There is a little shoulder hump on the right edge, which she will be wary of. Easy to have that kick quite hard off that hump, so she's got to look a couple paces left, keep it underneath the hole. Something just putting the 15-time KLPGA champion off here. And it's something that the players, you know, they have said they do miss having spectators and fans back out at the golf course, but after a year of playing with no fans, gosh, every little movement is going to put you off. So she does the right thing, steps back, refocuses. Third shot now to 10. Told you she was good with her wedges. That's simply sensational from Chang Hana. Covers the flagstick. In very good position to collect a birdie. Now, a couple yards closer, Park Hyun Kyung on a slight uphill lie, so that'll help her sort of launch the ball up into the air with a little bit more height on it. Anything. There's not too much breeze at the moment. It has been swirling a fraction this afternoon around the golf course. Easy to lose this one up in the breeze. As far as opportunities go, she can be very aggressive, go straight at it. Two excellent shots from Hana and Hyun Kyung. Four victories in her KLPGA Tour career for the 21-year-old. What has Lee So-mi been up to, this 10th? We saw a tee shot just find the left rough, much like Park Hyun-kyung. Much like Park Hyun-kyung, she's laid it up to a good spot, just in the left half of the fairway. A slightly different angle here, opens up that right hole location a fraction more. Don't be surprised if we see 3 balls within 10 feet on this hole. Nicely done from all 3 players in this featured group. They're in this pairing for a reason. Lee So-mi, 6th on the order of merit and the points list last year. Jang Hana 3rd, Hyun Kyung 4th. Second shot on the way for Hyo Da-bin on the 14th, and judging the release very nicely there. So pin high goes Da-bin. Birdie opportunity awaits. Third shot into the 9th now for Jeong Hyo Min. 88 meters left with the pin pretty much smack dab in the middle of the green. And don't expect anything but shots like that from players of this quality. Nicely done. Back out to 10 we go, and be interesting to see who's going to be first to putt. 3 players with wonderful 9 shots into the screen. Just see the point standings and the money list tick by in the bottom of the screen. Both lists currently led by Park Ji-young after her win at the Mediheal Championship last week. Trying to do what Park Min-ji did last year, win the points list and the money list. It is early doors in the 2022 season. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so it will be So-mi first to putt for her birdie. There's going to be a little influence from the left here with that mound at the front left edge of the green. It still should be an outside left edge putt, slightly downhill, good chance to get to 6. Trickles it in the right edge. Certainly read it better than I did. Picks it out of the middle of the hole. Yeah, back-to-back birdies. We'll see Lee So-mi back onto the first page of the leaderboard at 6 under par. It's been a long couple of weeks for So-mi. Played the Lotte Championship in Hawaii last year on the last week, I should say, on the LPGA Tour. Solid 5th place finish for her. Now Hyo Da-bin for her birdie at 14. Trying to get to 4 under. And get to 4 under she will. She's constructing a very nice round this Friday afternoon. 4th birdie of the day. Opened with a 71 yesterday. Currently 3 under the card and 4 under for the championship today. So 1 birdie already in this group on 10. Hyun Kyung, much easier putt than the one that So-mi had. A little bit closer and putting up the hill. Just slipping by. Left that putter face open a fraction. Somebody was surprised that that one missed. I think we all were. Just the par then for Park Hyun-kyung. It's 10 straight to start round 2. Stuck in neutral is the reigning KLPGA champion. Well, Hana always looks so good over putts of this range, but they don't always drop. It's a very curious thing. Most of them certainly have chances. She had chances last year. And this for birdie. Inside left edge putt. Yeah, well done. Fist pump tells the story. Ends the streak of pars with a much welcome birdie there at 10. Give the crowd something to cheer about. So Zhang Hana will move to 3 under par. She's now going to head up to the 11th tee, where arguably she gave away the championship Sunday afternoon to Park Min-ji. Still no change at the top, with Yu Hei-ran holding firm at 9 under par. And Sung Yu-jin collecting another birdie on her outward half. Starting on the back 9, she's now in a tie at 8 under. So let's have a look at this innocuously difficult par 4 11th. Sweeps from right to left, pair of bunkers frame the fairway, and there's trouble all the way up the right-hand side. Just ask Zhang Hana. She found those trees last year en route to a costly double bogey. The fairway between the traps only 25 meters wide, but most of these players, especially in sort of warmer conditions this afternoon, should be able to fly the trap on the left. If you do that, we saw Park Ji-young yesterday get a massive kick and a good 60 meters of run down the hill to the flat spot of the fairway. The green on the right is the one we're using for this championship. The pin today on 11, 20 from the front and 6 from the left, in a very accessible location. Find the fairway, give yourself a good chance for a 3. So one of the longer players on the KLPGA Tour. She's got driver out, looking up the left-hand side. Yep, that's that speed shoot. Here it comes. Doing its best to not get snagged up in the rough, but it's going to get an extra couple of yards of release. Okay, no problem for Lee So-mi. Always nice reading when you haven't finished outside the top 5 in your only 2 starts of the year. Now, Zhang Hana, top 10 finish at the season opening event at Sky Hill on Jeju Island. Bit of a non-factor last week at the Mediheel. She's got the driver here. It was a 3-wood that caused her problems 12 months ago on this hole. Driver works very nicely today, and that one staying in the fairway, getting a lot more run than So-mi's. Look at that huge advantage. If you can fly those left traps, 11 really becomes a birdie opportunity, particularly with a hole location like the one that faces the players this afternoon. Now, Hyun Kyung, not as long as her playing partners, but still should be able to fly that trap. Breeze is helping ever so slightly. Looks to be another silky smooth swing for Park Hyun-kyung. Yep, just about gets over the trap. Is it going to get the fast track? It's going to try. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, just about gets over the top of that ridge, but just not packing enough heat, not a fast enough first bounce, and she's going to be left with a much longer shot than So-mi or Hana. Still, safely negotiated tee shot. She's so very good with her longer clubs, and particularly her hybrids. Don't rule out a birdie that way for Hyun Kyung just yet. Now, this is the 9th hole, and a birdie putt after a very fine wedge shot for Jeon Hyo-min. Just to make it 3 players at 8 under. Oh, well done. Just had to get that started. So barely touched it. Such are the slippery surfaces the ladies are putting on this week. Goes out in 34. Gets into a share of second. No wonder she's all smiles. No 80 in sight this week. So there are birdies to be had out here on day 2 in idyllic scoring conditions. Just ask Yuhei Ran. She's collected 10 of them already through 36 holes. Big U sets the pace at 9 under, but there's a trio just at 8, 1 shot back. Park Hyun-kyung from, well, not quite the top of the hill on 11, but still, just look at the difference between where she's playing her second shot from and her playing partner. Still operating out of the middle of the fairway. From this angle, it's almost slightly downhill to where the green is. 144 left. Short of the hole right would be a good spot to leave it. Yeah, that's not short. That's not right. That's through the green. Well, it's all right. Nothing disastrous for Hyun-kyung. Birdie opportunity here for Hyo Da-bin to go back to back. Just outside of 20 feet here. And I don't think that's going to get there. It's going to try. All right, just the par then. Playing alongside Ha Min Song for the first 2 rounds here. Now, So-mi out of the left rough. Definitely need to be landing this one just short of the green. Let it skip up. Short of the pin, I should say. Nicely worked out from So-mi. That's a great spot to be putting from. She's an absolute delight to watch when she's on her game. Can't really find any faults. Same could be said for Jang Hana. And it's that range. She's coming out of the fairway, so definitely can be more aggressive. Take it straight at the flag. Sound of compression she makes. And that's all right. And nothing spectacular, but leaves herself in a good spot to try to find a second birdie of the day. Importantly, that's the uphill putt, so she can stay nice and aggressive with it. Second shot into the 14th for Yoon Ina, currently level par, and ooh, I was going to say that had a chance to get her to 2 under very quickly, but it's a fine shot from Ina. One of those players right on the cut mark. At this stage in the championship, you feel it's pretty much a shoe-in to be even par at the end of play today, so that birdie's certainly going to give her a little bit of breathing room. Da-bin to tidy up for her 4 at 15. And tidy up she will. Just slips it in the left edge. Breathes a sigh of relief, but it's a cast iron 4 for Hyo Da-bin. Just 3 holes left to play. Nicely placed at 4 under par. Now, putter out. I like this play from Park Hyun-kyung. Surrounds here very smooth at Kim Hae-gaya. Downhill all the way. Yeah, nicely judged. Good pace. Good positive stroke. Should be good enough for a par 4. Only missed 1 cut last year, did this lady. Came at the Lotte Championship at Bears Best. And to the par 3 13th. And a birdie would be a nice start for Kim Hae-rim here. And a bit of a cheerless day for the veteran. And it's not going to get any better. 76 yesterday, really putting pay to her challenge for yet another KLPGA Tour title. Still yet to record a birdie this afternoon. Now Hana for a second in a row. Straight up the hill. Ooh. Goodness me, that was a bit of rush of blood to the head for Jang Hana. Not stone dead. I don't think it's going to be a problem for a player as solid as Hana still. Put a mark on it. It's not your Sunday afternoon medal round at your local club. No gimmies out here on the KLPGA Tour. Now Ina, for her birdie at 14 after that wonderful second shot. Still going to have a little bit of swing to the right, so you got to be positive here. Keep that speed up. Okay, just catches the right edge. That's a nice round. That will get even better for Nina. 74 yesterday, now gets to red figures for the championship with a third birdie of Friday afternoon. See if Somi can give this a better crack than Hana did. Very similar line to her playing partner. Should be just outside the left. Touch tentative. You so often see that similar line to a playing partner who's just blown it 4 or 5 feet past. So hard to convince yourself to hit it hard enough sometimes. So shake of the head, but a 4 will keep her level par for her second round. A 15-time titleist, Zhang Hana. A couple of victories last year. Another major championship at the KB Star Financial. Of course, a playoff victory over our tournament leader this week, Yuhei Ran, at the Bears Best in Cheongna at the Lotte Championship. Came so close the first couple events of the year. The Somi at the Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open here in the playoff to Park Min-ji. Just shows you what a talent she is to be factoring week in, week out. This for par. Never in doubt for Zhang Hana. Pick it out of the middle. Still bogey free today. Just the one birdie coming back at the start of the back nine. Now, Garten, can she find a red number here at 12? Putting up the hill for the Rookie of the Year. Never really looked like it had enough pace. Well, she wouldn't want to play poker with her, would you? Gives absolutely nothing away. She could be 6 under par, she could be 6 over par. Keeps that same level-headed demeanor. Hyun Kyung shows a touch more emotion than Ga Eun. Yeah, no problems for Park Hyun Kyung. Falls all round here at the 11th. As they make their way to the uphill 12th. Now Ga Eun on the 12th green to tidy up for her par. At the KLPGA putting statistics category for the first half of 2021. Okay, no mistake there. Couple of bogeys today, one coming courtesy of a 3-putt. As she always does, will trot off briskly to the tee box at the par 3 13th. Scoring has been good, conditions have been ideal. And Yuhei Ran leads the point standings through 2 events on the KLPGA Tour and currently leads this championship at 9 under par. Kim Ji-young, well, she leads the money list courtesy of her victory last week at the Mediheal. Now Hyun Kyung on the 12th. Long uphill par 4. So vital to get a good tee shot away. And get a good tee shot away she does. Nice firm bounce, bit of release. Well positioned down the left-hand side of the 12th fairway. Has to be said that pace of play this season on the KLPGA Tour has been much better than it was last year in 2021. These ladies really skating around the golf course nicely, and Lee So-mi very kindly sharing some snacks with Park Hyun Kyung. Yoo Hye-ran's not sharing anything. She's out in front at 9 under par, but a trio of players at 8 under nipping at her heels. The best round of the day, well, that goes to two-time KLPGA Tour champion Jihan Sol with a 65 this morning to leave her at 5 under par at the halfway mark. Second shot now for Park Hyun Kyung up the hill on 12. Pin in the front section of the green, just 8 from the right edge. Ooh, okay, that's fine. It avoids that deep trap short right of the green. A little bit squirrely with the irons on this back nine for Hyun Kyung. Second shot on the way for Dabin. Third shot, I should say, at the 16th. She's played another gem right underneath the hole. Glittering opportunity to get to 5 under par. No, it hasn't gone in yet, Dabin. It's just short. Somi, middle of the fairway. Green light pin from 120. Touch quick, perhaps. Fraction left. Yeah, that's how high her standards are. She's hit the green pin high, 35 feet left, and she is disgusted with it. Gotta take your opportunities. Here at the Nakdong 9, they don't come around too often. Now Hana trying to steer that one. Steers it about 6 feet left of the cup. That is another brilliant iron shot from the 16-time winner. All smiles. There's Jang Hana. One point in her career was 5th in the Rolex Women's World Rankings. Just inside the top 50 now. Now Ha-Min Song with her 4th to the 16. She's playing alongside Hyo Da-bin. That one just scuttling on a couple of feet. It's been another good week from Ha-Min Song. Affable character in the KLPGA Tour. Very likable. And she's got a pretty darn good golf game to boot. So Hyun Kyung, wedge this time from off the green. Chipping through shadows, but nothing tricky about that. Park Hyun Kyung, and the putter won't cooperate. Leave it to the wedge. That's the second birdie of the day. And she goes up to 5 under par. That's right. Give yourself a round of applause, Hyun Kyung. Let's have another look at that. Excellent technique, good acceleration. 5 under par, 4 shots back. Lisa Me from the opposite side. You saw the elevation in that camera angle with the replay of Park Hyun Kyung's chip shot. It's a touch downhill. There's green pitches from right to left. So Somi's got a slow uphiller. She's going to pour over that while we quickly jump ahead to 16 and Hyo Da-bin to join Park Hyun Kyung at that 5 under par mark. Good leave right underneath the hole. Pretty straight putt. And all uphill. Yeah, no mistakes for Hyo Da-bin. Collects another birdie. 5 under par like Park Hyun Kyung. Just goes to show the birdies are out there to be made this afternoon at Gimhae Gaya. You'll do well to find one from outside 35 feet. So slow that putt coming up the hill and into the green for Somi. Ha-Min Song for her par at the par 5. Ticklish little one here. It's going to get her attention. Just really, that's what can happen here. You get on the wrong side of some of these holes and you can't be aggressive with even short range putts. Well, this is, you can still call this top side of the hole at 12. Jang Hana, not known to be a tentative dive putter, likes to see her ball hit the back of the cup. That second shot deserved a 3. Inside left edge, good positive stroke. Just like that, Zhang Hana collects a second birdie of the day. Moves it to 4 under par. And these players you're watching this afternoon certainly got the better end of the draw. Got their opening rounds completed before the weather turned Thursday afternoon, and have been blessed with some glorious sunshine and cool conditions for their second rounds Friday afternoon. So me with a little bit of tidying up to do. Okay. A solid par 4 will keep her where she began the day at 6 under. With the efforts of Yu Hei-ran still yet to be topped. Hei-ran leads at 9 under. Somi 3 back. First look at Moon Jeong-min. Second shot into 15. And a real beauty. And like Yoon Ina, level par. Any birdies you can find to try to give yourself a little breathing room over that cut mark. They are like gold. It's a 54-hole property, 5 nines here at Gimhae Gaya Golf Course, reserved for the members. But Hei-ran has company at the top. Jeon Hyo-min, after finding a birdie at the 10th, now draws level with big hitting Hei-ran at the top at 9 under par. There's parity at the top here on day 2 at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Now the picturesque par 3 13th hole only plays 144 meters. And you'd think the trouble on the right wouldn't come into play for players of this quality that we have in the field this week. A lone bunker, short right of the green, but it's a good 15 paces right. More of an optical bother than anything else. The pin today on this par 3 in the front section of the green. Low front section of the green, just 7 from the front and 7 from the left. You can see that green map, everything pitches from back to front, a touch from left to right. So really the best place to leave yourself is just on the front right edge. Give yourself an uphill look, stay nice and aggressive. But for Zhang Hana, this is a real good opportunity to find another birdie. Ball in hand, tee box here, absolutely perfect conditions. If there's anything we've liked to see from Hana, if she's ever in between clubs, always takes the shorter one and just muscles it a little bit more. You don't often see her hit sort of soft, lazy, chippy shots. That'd be more than a 7-iron for Hana. See the leaves on that tree behind the tee box rustling a fraction, so the breeze just picking up ever so slightly as Hana settles in over this. Birdie this hole yesterday, but that one possibly a high pop-up left, and well, it's in between the double greens here at 12, 13. That's not what you would call a straightforward up and down. New tournament co-leader Jeon Hyo-min. Birdies at 9 and 10, but a long way back from the top of the hill here at 11. 160 meters left. Now, but playing a very smart shot, covering that yardage to the front edge, let it release up, take the back of the green out of play. That's a makeable putt up the hill. That'll be to get to double digits under par. Now Hyun Kyung using the far left side of the tee box so she can take dead aim here with a 7-iron. But she too, like Hannah, just getting a touch steep on that. Misses it off to the left, so slippery chips remaining for Park and Jang at 13. Now to the other par 3 on this back 9. The 17th with a 6-iron for Hyo Da-bin. Green cambers from right to left. You can use the slope to try and meander it close to the hole, but doesn't slope that much, Da-bin. Pretty much identical position to where it was for day 1. Oh, so me. Club less for so me. She's eyeing this one up intently as well, because just like her playing partners, she's tugged this one. Devilish little 13th. Not proving simple from the tee. Perhaps the breeze just catching out the players a fraction. Up and downs required for all 3 of them in our featured group. Now Ha-Min Song after that disappointing bogey at 16. That sounded very nicely struck. Oh, just got a soft, slow bounce on the front edge. That's fine though. It's going to release up, leaving her an uphill look for a birdie too. Now, uphill putt to get to 10 under par and move into sole possession of the lead for Jeong Hyo Min. It's a slow putt. We did see Jung Hana get a rush of blood to the head and bash this one a couple of feet past. It's tracking on a nice line, but never hit with enough pace. Still no problem. 4, not a bad score when you're playing your second shot from all the way up the hill on 11. Two-year-old. Yep, no problem. Then 2 miscuts to start the year. Finds herself in a share of the lead here in event number 3 on the 2022 KLPGA Tour season. Now, Da-bin looking well out to the right here. Yeah, watch this trickle. Settle down, settle down. Almost settled in for Hyo Da-bin. Nicely played pitch. Wonder she's all smiles. It's been a very productive afternoon. Now this to get to 1 under par for Moon Jeong-min. Okay, into red figures goes Moon. Talk about colourful scorecards. How about a double at 8 and an eagle at 10? No, it's a stressful game when you're flirting with the cut line. Ha-Min Song uphill for a birdie at 17. Positively struck. Just a fraction right for Ha-Min Song. Jung Hana first to play. Couple of options here. Back foot it, bump it into the fringe, or try and carry it onto the green with some spin. Is that going to get there? Is that going to get there? It's delicately played. Brilliant execution from Zhang Hana. And for the back foot option, pitch it into the fairway grass, have it kill the speed, just carry enough momentum to get it onto the edge of the green. The slope and contour do the rest. You saw that graphic earlier. Everything pitches from back to front and left to right. Not easy at all. Now Dabin for her cleanup at 17. Okay, good up and down. We'll keep Hyo Dabin at 5 under par. Just the 18th to play. Now, what kind of shot does Lee So-mi have for us here? Like Hana trying to skip it through the fringe, but that was a touch low on the face, and it's going to release away from her. A little bit clunky from the 5-time KLPGA Tour champion. So difficult to play those shots with these tight lies around the greens you find at Gimhae Gaya. Together a solid round today. Disappointing opening round on Thursday, but she's bogey free and 3 under the card. Now playing her third shot into the 15th. With 15 playing downwind, it's just a sort of half wedge that most of the players are going to have in. And it's those kind of shots that you really back yourself to get up and down most of the time, but you got to be underneath the hole here. Yeah, well played from Yoon Ina. Chance to get to 4 under on the day and 2 under for the championship. Trying to do what Ji Han Sol did in the morning. Han Sol, like Ina, 74 to open, but a 65 in the morning wave today. Now Hyun Kyung. Yeah, that's more like it. It's still going to release on past the hole. Just better contact, was able to get a touch more spin on it. Really kill that speed in the fringe, unlike So-mi's, just to have it trickle on down. So a pair of fairly secure pars, you'd have to say, and one player with a little bit more work than she would have fancied in Lee So-mi. The only player in this group not under par. Started the day at 6 under after that wonderful bogey-free round of 66 to open her championship. It's been a couple of early bogeys, made some good birdies around the turn at 9 and 10. We say it time and time again, sometimes it's the putts for par that preserve your momentum more than making birdies. Not dropping a shot does wonders for your psyche. So this to stay at 6 under. Oh, that is beautifully done. Gutsy putt and a nice up and down will keep Lee So-mi at 6 under par for the championship and level for day 2. Splashing out of the sand just short of 15 for Moon Jeong-min. That's okay. Not her best effort, but leaves herself that uphill look. Playing alongside Yoon Ina, the pair of them at 1 under. 15 is a real must birdie, especially playing downwind this afternoon. Back at 13, Hana for her par. All right. Great up and down from So-mi. An equally tidy effort from Zhang Hana will keep her at 4 under. Now Park Yoon-kyung wasting no time here. Okay, 3s all round at the 13th. These girls are good. Not easy to get up and down from the left side of the 13th green, so they'll stride up to the 14th tee. Coveted Hazi's Point Championship up for grabs for the leading point scorer at the end of each KLPGA Tour season. Choi Hye-jin bagged that honor a couple of times in a row before Park Min-ji. Well, what didn't Park Min-ji win back in 2021? She took home the Hazi's Point Trophy at the end of a history-making, record-breaking season. Right in amongst the action on the 14th tee. Lee So-mi with the driver, longest par 4 on the back 9 here at Gimhae Gaya. And it always helps when you get a little bit of extra run and release like that. Nice tee shots all round from these 3 players in the featured group. So-mi still the best scorer through 2 days at 6 under. Hyun-kyung in the foreground at 5, and the unmistakable presence of the legendary Zhang Hana, a shot further back at 4 under par. It's been a real treat for the spectators that have gathered at the Gimhae Gaya Golf Club this afternoon in South Korea. It's just nice to have fans back once more. Now to 15, and Moon Jung-min for a birdie for a sandy 4. Keep going, keep going. Oh, you gotta hit it. She'll be disappointed with that green side in 2. Leaves it underneath the hole, just walks off with a 5. 70 to open, 1 over the card this afternoon. Now, Davin at the home hole, playing her 3rd shot from a fairly long way back. Has only made 1 bogey today. And that's a very nice shot for Davin. That's going to be for a round of 68 to leave her at 5 under par at the halfway stage. Now Yoon Ina for a 4th birdie of her round, and to move her up to 2 under par. Try to jam that one in there with pace. It was a positive stroke. But like Moon Jung-min, despite 15 playing downwind today, the pair of them can't find any birdies. So just the fives then for Ina and Jung-min. So parity at the top. Jun Hyo-min with a pair of birdies round 9 and 10 shares the lead with Yoo-hae Ran, who's done and dusted through the first 36 holes. Just one drop shot against 10 birdies leave her at 9 under par. There's two at 9 under, a pair of them at 8 under, Jang Soo-yeon and Sung Yoo-jin, getting nice and bunched at the top of the leaderboard here at the 10th edition of the Nexen SaintNine Masters. So all three players in our featured group safely down the 14th fairway. It certainly helps when this long par 4 plays downwind, as you can see with that flag fluttering in the breeze. Well, first to play will be the shortest of the three, Park Hyun-kyung, no stranger to playing first in the company of So-mi and Hana. Slightly elevated green, not going to get too much purchase on the ball. Got to land it short, let it release up. Nicely played by Park Hyun-kyung. Not easy, sort of elevated greens downwind. Got to judge your distances perfectly, and she did just that. Now, So-mi, left edge of the fairway. It's a lot harder, compresses the ball a lot more than Park Hyun-kyung. 118 left. The crowd seemed to like it, and why wouldn't you? Stellar shot from So-mi at the par 4. That's two excellent shots to the 14th for So-mi and Hyun-kyung before Hana hits. We'll quickly jump ahead to 17 and Moon Jung-min. Flag as it was yesterday in the front section of the green. Just hang that out. It's going to kick onto the green, but it's going to finish at the back section, so it's going to be a long snaking downhill birdie putt for Jung-min at the par 3. Now Hana last to play into 14. Big drive, only a wedge in hand. Did you expect anything else from Jung Hana? More importantly, leaves it underneath the hole for the uphill look at birdie. Absolute treat to watch when she is dialed in, and dialed in she has been since hitting the back 9, collecting a couple of birdies at 10 and 12 with another good look at 15. Now to the struggling Song Ga-eun, 3 over par for her day, second shot to the 15th. Only 2 over par for the championship. It's 2 outside the cut mark right now, so a birdie there at 15 will do her chances of playing the weekend a world of good. Still work to be done. She would have liked a performance like the one that Yoon Ina's put together today. 3 under par, no drop shots, 1 under for the championship. She's leading like this, is heading right as well. Just right. And it's going to get some help off that slope. Excellent tee shot from Yoon Ina. It's going to be a slick putt, but it's going to be a chance for 4th birdie of her Friday round. Now, Park Ju-young, she's had a real struggle today as well. 3 over like Ga-eun. It's a 4 over par for the championship. Pretty much has to run the table to make it through to the weekend. It's a good start for the pair of them. A couple of nice shots into the 15th. Hyun-kyung, first crack at a birdie on 14 with this left to right slider. Took a little wobble. Did it just kill some of that pace for Park Hyun-kyung? She's had some chances, just hasn't taken them. That lone birdie in the back 9 coming courtesy of the great chip in at the 12th. So she stays at 5 under. 4 shots back. Lots of golf left to play. Hopefully, the final shot in the day of Hyo Da-bin was this for a closing birdie and a round of 67. Oh, that's a shame. It was such a nice second shot into that par 4. But a par will leave her in the clubhouse with a 68. Just the one drop shot coming back at the 6th for Darbin. She'll start the weekend rounds here at Gimhae Gai at 5 under par. Now Somi is picking up once again. We'll see if she's learned anything from the putts of Park Hyun Kyung. Just wants to drift to the right. Oh, that one's going to stay up for Somi. City Hill Game Golf roll in a 15-footer for par. Miss a 10-footer for birdie after a wonderful second shot. They're all the same score. No damage done. On the 18th, the final shot in the day, hopefully, of Ha-Min Song. Oh, it was just a quick and nervy stroke. Just get quite crouched in over the ball, does Min Song. So a disappointing couple of bogeys to finish on Friday. One at 15 and 16, beg your pardon, another one at 18. But she's safely through to the weekend, albeit just at the 1 under par. Now, Hannah, surely someone's got to make birdie on 14. No. 3 great shots in. 3 ditches burned for the featured group. So a couple of chances squandered at the par 4. This is the par 3 17th, and Moon Jung Min downhill left to righter. Just outside of 30 feet. Very slick. Don't know if it's that slick. Gave that plenty of respect and to be done for just the par. Not what you want to see when you're only 1 inside the cut mark. All right. Par secured for Zhang Hana. Had a good opportunity to get to 5 under. Squandered. Same could be said for Lee So-mi. So they'll march to the 15th. No change on the scoreboard. To 17 and Yoon Ina. You know this is a quick putt. Shouldn't do too much break-wise, and this is for a 4th birdie of her round. Oh, just dove right at the end. Par's all locked up. She'll head to 18, 1 under for the championship. It's been just the Friday that Yoon Ina was looking for. A disappointing 74 to open Thursday morning. Now, Jeon Hyo Min on the signature par 3 13th. Couple of pars at 11 and 12. Shares the lead with Yoo Hae-ran, who's in the clubhouse. And ooh, dear. Comes up short. There's a trap there. And it's a rather deep one if she's found it. A little bit of a miscue from the 22-year-old co-leader. Never been in this position before. Hasn't made a cut in 2022. Now Park Hyun Kyung, well, she doesn't miss cuts. She's only missed 1 in her last 13 months. She'll have the honor on 15T. 15 like 14, playing downwind. Players should be able to get a little extra run, but not if you pitch it in the left rough like Park Hyun Kyung there. Bit of an awkward stance. Now this an important putt to save a par and stay at 1 under. No, just dribbles it in the front edge for Moon Jung Min. Oh, breathes a sigh of relief. Much better to be playing 18 with a 1-shot cushion on the cut line right on it. I think the gallery is going to tell you where that's ended up. It's perfect for Lee So-mi. Unlike Park Hyun Kyung, pitching it in the fairway, gets that nice big first bounce and a couple of extra yards. great watching, been captivating watching this afternoon. Some very good golf being played by the finest on the KLPGA Tour. 120 players teed it up at the start of the week, I should say, Thursday morning. 800 million Korean won prize purse up for grabs. 144 million to the winner. Earned back the biggest check on the KLPGA Tour last season. She triumphed over Minji Lee at Pochin Adonis Golf Club. It has to be said, the putter was behaving a little bit better that week than it is so far this week in Kim Hae. Let's look at that. Real disappointing. 4 bogeys on the card, just 1 birdie coming all the way back at the 3rd hole. 2 shots outside the cut mark as things stand. 4 shots outside the cut mark is her playing partner, Park Ju-young, who has this for birdie to get to 3 over. Okay. 4 in a row will get her through to the weekend. That's 1. A double bogey at 10 really hurting her challenge. A couple of bogeys at 13 and 14 didn't help either. Hong Jung-min, another player who opened up very solid with around a 69. He's 3 over the card today, but 3 very nice shots from the group of Hong Jung-min, Choi Ye-rim and Kim Hae-rim into the par 5 16. So birdie opportunities all around for match 25. Okay, didn't go in the bunker for your co-leader. Okay, so bold pitch, gave itself a chance, but shouldn't really be a bother from that range from Hyo-min to stay in a share of the lead at 9 under par with Yoo-hae Ran, who has yet to be knocked off her perch atop the leaderboard after signing for a solid 68 this morning. Park Hyun-kyung, long-time caddy, is working out the numbers here on the 15th. It's uphill second shot, but that hole today cut just in the front section. 8 on and 6 from the left. And on the angle, I mean, we're splitting hairs here. It's not the ideal angle. You want to be coming out the right half of the fairway. Certainly the fairway being the important thing. Hyun-kyung, the lie looks okay. It looked a bit scratchy from our camera angle with that tee shot, but the lie looks good. She's got a bit of an uphill lie as well, which will help her pop the ball up in the air a little bit higher. That's the flag you see on the green. And the number that they should be looking at is what's it to the front edge. You cover that number. If it kicks up, great. If it doesn't, no problems. A fairly simple up and down pitch or even an uphill putt. You start getting a bit too bold with this. You take it at the flag, get a flyer lie, you miss it long left. Now you start bringing bogey into play. That's heading left. Well, what did I say? Long left, not ideal. It's going to just catch the left edge of the green, but that's going to be a monstrous putt for about 50 feet for Park Hyun-kyung. So a little mental error for Hyun-kyung. Hana. Good position, right half of the fairway. Should suit that little draw she likes to play into this hole. 119 left, twirl of the club. Oh, wow. We certainly hit that well enough. Perhaps a miscalculation with the numbers. I said short's okay, not 20 yards short. Oh, Somi. This is a green light pin for her. There are only 3 players to win twice in the 2021 season. Iran and Hana, the other 2. Of course, Minji won 6. And Lee So-mi, ask and you shall receive. That's a beautiful iron shot and a chance to get within 2 of the leaders. It'll be a birdie opportunity to get to 7 under par. And it's the only realistic birdie opportunity on the 15th for this featured group. Hana short, Hyun Kyung putting from long range on the back edge of the green. Fine second shot for Lee So-mi. Chalked up quite a couple of frequent flyer miles, has So-mi. Jeju Island 3 weeks ago. Lotte Championship in beautiful Hawaii last week, won by Kim Hyo-ju. 5th place for her there. And then back here to just west of Busan at Kimhae-gaya. In the thick of things once again. This little tiddler, slightly down the hill, is for Jeong Hyo Min to stay in a share of the lead with Yoo Hae Ran at 9 under par. Just get the sense that it wants to drift right as it loses speed. You don't want to be slamming downhill putts into the back of the cup. Almost visualize it trickling over the front edge. So left edge putt for a par. Oh, well. Just as quickly as she vaulted into a share of the lead, she's going to take an untimely bogey 4 at 13. Drops back to 8 under par alongside Jang Soo-yeon. Now to 17, Choi Ye-rim, who's putting together a good round today. Just picked up a birdie at 16. 3 under the card, 2 under for the championship. And about 10 feet past the pin on 17. A fine tee shot from Ye-rim. Now Hana. The good news is that's lying quite nicely, and she's got a bit of an upslope as well. So getting this ball up in the air. Its high, soft trajectory shouldn't be a problem. Look for her to carry this about 2-3 paces past the front edge and let it release up to the hole. She caught that a little heavy. She is making a right old mess of this 15th hole from the perfect position in the fairway. She is human after all. Great tee shot, indifferent second. A really poor third, and now Hana, when she was thinking birdie, she's now struggling for a par. Moon Jung-min, good tee shot, safely up the middle on the 18th. Just a little 84-meter flick into this green left. And, well, hasn't quite been dialed in today, 1 over the card, but you feel even 3 putts from there. She's safely through to the weekend. Kim Hae-rim. With us for the closing 36 holes here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. But it's a nice tee shot there into the 17th, just like playing partner Choi Ye-rim. Now, quick putt from the back edge of 15 for Park Hyun-kyung. All about trying to get this, snuggle this down to maybe 2-3 feet. She'd call that a successful effort. Keep coming, keep coming. Yeah, brilliantly judged for pace from Park Hyun-kyung. Led the putting stats on the KLPGA Tour last season. You find that most 3 putts come from poor judgment of speed from long range, not from little tiddlers that you miss. Ina, 10 yards closer than her playing partner. And much better result. Beautiful distance control from Yoon Ina. 3 birdies, no drop shots, with a chance to collect a 4th at the last. Now, Hong Jung-min. 69 to open yesterday. It's been a rotten day. She's now 2 over par. So a birdie finish will get her into the weekend. That's a good way to start. Best tee shot we've seen so far this week at the 17th for the 20-year-old. His second full season on the KLPGA Tour. Now Hana, this now for a par. Played 3 shots in the space between Lee So-mi's two. So-mi still with a birdie opportunity. You see her marker at the bottom left of your screen. Should just move right for Hana. And it's slow. That was a very poor stroke. I don't think it was a spike mark, Hana. It's going to be a first bogey of the day, and it'll drop the KLPGA Tour legend to 3 under par. All you can do is smile sometimes. You take this game too seriously, it'll do your head in. So-mi had a great chance slip by on 14. This, well, breaking from the opposite direction, a bit of right to left. And as a right-hander, much rather, you prefer putts that move from right to left. I suppose the question is, from this range, does she want to start this outside the hole? Does she want to take it on the inside with a bit more authority? Second poor stroke of this inward half. She's given herself some great chances, but no progress this afternoon to show for. So-mi still level on her day. This for a level par round of 72 for Moon Jeong-min. No, hasn't hit it at all. Goodness me, we saw a tentative stroke on 17. And that was downhill. This one straight uphill for Moon. Never got anywhere near it, so really limping home Friday evening in Gimhae. Moon Jeong-min. Now, Kim Hae-rim. Come on, Hae-rim. Give us something to cheer about. Not going to make the weekend, but this for a birdie at 17. That kind of day for the 7-time winner. Won in the playoff last year at the McCall Mona Park Open over Lee Ka-young. In Kyung to tidy up for a 4 at 15. Yep, no problems. That's a good 2-putt for Park Hyun-kyung. Keeper at 5 under. How frustrated is Jang Hana going to be walking to the 16th tee? This for bogey. Okay, just the one shot dropped, but just the one shot picked up this afternoon in the second round for Hana. 3 holes left to play. Bit of a head scratcher, that. Very uncharacteristic bogey. This would be a lovely way to finish round 2 for Yoon Ina. Birdie opportunity at 18. Just like on 17, hung that right, didn't quite square the putter face up at impact. She's disappointed, but as far as cut line, that's mission accomplished. A bogey-free 69 is going to book Yoon Ina safe passage through to the weekend stages of play here at the 10th edition of the Nexen SaintNine Masters. This is the par 5 16th, where the featured group of the day just making their way onto the tee box. Lee So-mi, Jang Hana, Park Hyun-kyung haven't disappointed the galleries that have gathered at Gimhae-gaya Golf Club to watch three of the best on the KLPGA Tour this afternoon. Just the 20 birdies the 16th has yielded, which surprises me, considering the fact it's playing downwind today. Certainly not the beast it was in the cold, windy conditions we had yesterday when it played into the breeze, and we saw a couple of players coming in with rescue clubs. Still playing just a shade under its par. Only 2 doubles or worse recorded on this final par 5 so far on day 2. There is Lee So-mi strutting onto the tee, so she'll take a little time. We have time to go check in with Choi Ye-rim. He's got this to get to 4 under for the day. Couldn't really get too frisky with that one. Easy to have that slip away from her, but it's been a good round of golf. 73 to open yesterday, doing what she needs to do to make the cut, just like Yoon Ina. Been a nice round of golf this Friday afternoon from Ye-rim. So at 8 under par. And on the 14th hole is Jeon Hyo-min. I thought she was going to go for a second there. Maybe the caddy just giving her some last-minute instructions. 126 left to this par 4. Uphill all the way with the second shot. Got a very spicy bounce, but she will be glad it did, because that's left herself underneath the hole with a good chance to get back the shot she squandered at 13. Really enjoying herself out here in her first full season on the KLPGA Tour. Did play a couple of events last year, but this for Hong Jung-min to get to 1 over. Okay, half of the equation done. Another birdie, and that's going to see her safely through to the weekend. How costly is that double bogey at 16 going to be for the 20-year-old? Back to the 16th tee and the 22-year-old Park Hyun-kyung. Caddy signaling left. There's trouble left. That's going to be fine for Hyun-kyung. Just stays in the left edge of the fairway, and really you think, why is the caddy signaling left? Goodness me, 10 yards further left of that, gets a hot bounce, could end up down in some very thick trees now. Come on, Jung-min, for a par at 18. Got to be positive with this, don't want to lose this right. And that's exactly what she's done. So, tentative putt on 17, a 3-putt to close. 74 this afternoon, but she's safely through to the weekend. Level par, right on the cut mark. Now, So-mi might be able to get home in 2 with a good tee shot here. Looking up the right-hand side, gets a nice big bounce, and that's going to keep on trundling. So perhaps an opportunity with another big hit to get on in 2. This is 17 and Park Ju-young. There's no short hitter in her own right. There should be a 7-iron for Ju-young. 6-iron, according to our team on the ground. We saw Hong Jung-min hit an absolute cracker. Park Ju-young has done pretty much the exact same thing. So there's been some movement on the front page of the leaderboard. Some great rounds from Jung Hyo Min and Sung Yoo Jin, who's just collected yet another birdie to get her to 8 under par. But it's still Yoo Hae Ran who leads at 9 under par after a second round of 68 this morning. How close can she get it to the green here on 16 for Park Hyun-kyung? Just a fraction right, it seems, but it's going to get a little help from that slope. And keep on chasing down. That's fine for Park Hyun-kyung. Be interested to see if big hitting Zhang Hana and So Mi can get it on the green. Quickly, we'll just jump back a couple of holes to Jian Hyo Min. Chance to get back up to 9 under par alongside Heiran. Oh, it was a good positive stroke, but unfortunately that ball does not drop. So she'll stay at 8 under. In a group that includes Jang Soo-yeon and Sang Yoo-jin. Now, So Mi. Well, 3 wood out. Chase after this pretty hard. It's going to take a lot of ground assistance if she wants to get up there. It's trying. That's not going to reach for So Mi. But still leaves her in another good position to try to find a birdie. Let's have a look at this par 3 17th. And some adventures have befallen the group of Park Ju-young, Song Ga-eun, and Kim Ji-young too. Park Ju-young with a wonderful shot just underneath the hole, but Song Ga-eun finding a drop here from what I can only assume is a restricted backswing from the fence around that penalty area. So that will be a free drop, you think, for Ga-eun. But she needs to pitch this in and birdie 18. She wants to continue her charge for a second KLPGA Tour title. So a good break in not finding the penalty area. But there's still a mountain to climb for the diminutive Song. Hana has already hit, not on the green. 81 meters left for Hyun Kyung. Touch of help with the wind. Can't see the surface of the green. Always makes these shots a little bit tricky. Just a club short for Park Hyun Kyung there. Zhang Hana next to play. Couple yards closer. And more importantly, a couple yards further up and on the left, so she can see more of the flagstick than Hyun Kyung. Still can't see the surface of the green. That's not going to bother her at all. It's another sensational wedge shot from Hana, last year's runner-up at the Nexen SaintNine Masters, hoping to go one better this year. So Mi, runner-up at the season opener at the Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open, made a wonderful defense of her title. Meters left. Love a shot like Hana's right about now. Carrying that well past the pin, not able to get the same amount of spin, and she's left herself another putt from that range. Still, it's a putt for birdie. You feel she's due one, at least one. One of them has to drop for So Mi at some point. She's a very patient player. It's one of her many great qualities that make her a tremendous competitor here on the KLPGA Tour. 5 times a champion. Now Ga-eun downhill all the way, just has to get this onto the fringe and it will release out. Oh no. Decelerated through that, and unfortunately that could be all she wrote in the 2022 campaign at the Nexen SaintNine Masters for last year's Rookie of the Year. Opened up with a very solid 71 yesterday. 3 over the card today and chipping for par on 17. Not gonna get it done for Ga-eun Song. Kim Hae-rim at the home hole. The final hole of the week. An even ton for her second shot. And that's more like it from Kim Hae-rim. Hyun Kyung, disappointing wedge shot really from 81 meters. She was expecting this to be a whole lot closer. But it's still an opportunity for birdie. It will move from her right to left. Not going to get there. That's no secure par left. Oh, Hyun Kyung, it's just gone a bit flat in this group, you feel. The air's been sucked out of his 3-ball. Now, Choi Ye-rim at the 18th. Only player in this group under par. And oh, what a shot from Choi Ye-rim. Gosh darn, nearly made a deuce at the last. But that's going to be a putt for a round of 68 for Choi Ye-rim. Not sure she knows how good that is. It's a big old steep hill on the right side of this 18th fairway, or coming out of the 18th rough, I should say. I should be very pleased when she gets up there. Now, Hong Jung-min, 3 at the last required to make the cut. A tee shot, but that sounded a touch clunky. Okay, they've got it surrounded in this group on the 18th hole. Hong Jung-min needing that to make the cut. Quickly back to 16, and Lee So-mi for a birdie to get to 7 under par. Another one slips by for So-mi. I don't care who you are, how long you've played this game. That has got to be frustrating. Third shot now to the 17th after stubbing her pitch. That just gives you an idea of how steep that slope is on the right edge of the 17th green. So Ga Eun-sung, like Kim Hae-rim, not going to be around for the weekend stages. Jang Hana, come on, knock this one in for a 4. Yes, ma'am. Lovely bounce back from Jang Hana. Frustrating 5 at the 14th. She'll scratch off a 4 at the 16th to get her back to 4 under par. She's done so very well through her young career. Bounces back from adversity with a birdie at the next. Now Hyun Kyung to avoid a drop shot. It's been such a steady afternoon of golf. Nothing mind-blowing, not lighting up the golf course by any means, as Hyun Kyung been. This is just one of those momentum-saving putts here. Only one drop shot in her day, coming way back at the 6th. So this is an important putt to keep her in red figures for the day and 5 under for the championship. Okay, nicely holed, no mistakes from Park Hyun-kyung. So-mi will tidy this one up to stay at 6 under par, where she has stalled since her opening 66. Okay, 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, a bunch of pars, with still 2 holes to play for So-mi, trying to make inroads into that lead of Yoo Hae-ran, currently at 9 under par. Was briefly joined by this young lady, Jeon Hyo-min. Now is playing her second shot to 15, 116 left. left hole. And that one leaked out to the right a fraction. It's 2 iron shots we've seen on this back nine. She's hung out to dry, 1 on 13, leading to a bogey. That one just off the front right on 15. Gatton for a bogey 4. Let's drop it a 3 over. Okay, nicely holed. Wiggles its way in. That tells the story. 4 over on day 2. It's going to spell the end of the week for Song Ga-eun. From just short on 15, Kim Bo-ah was quietly making a charge. Oh, was almost getting it to 7 under par. Opened with a 69 yesterday, did Bo-ah. Early bogey at the second, but 4 birdies since. Leave her at 6 under alongside So-mi and Se-ro-mi Kim. Park Ju-young, brilliant tee shot. A very nice birdie. Double bogey on 10. Really just leaving her with too much work to do on this back nine. Featured group waiting back on this elevated 17th tee. It will be Chang Hana with the honor after that nice birdie 4. Signaling that will be a 7 iron, do you think? I think that's the right play, the right club for Hana. Certainly has tons of speed through the ball. Even if that ball comes up a fraction short, it's fairly simple up and down. You don't really want to be putting from the back of the green. A touch over its par today. Just the 10 birdies the 17th has yielded in this second round. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, this green kicks from right to left. Start on a nice line, but it's not coming back. Is it going to help get a little help from the slope? Of course it is. Okay. It's a good safe tee shot from Chang Hana. Fraction out to the right, but no problems. Now Park Hyun-kyung. See, utilizing the far left edge of the tee box, and I like that because it opens up the angle to the right half of the green. It just gives you more room to play with, especially with a green that sort of swings from right to left. Just 2 greens missed in her second round so far. This one heading right of Hana's. This one's going to have to get a whole lot more help. That's a 3rd green missed for Park Hyun-kyung. And we saw Song Ga-eun in a similar situation in the group ahead. It's a little bit sticky there, and everything sloping away, not easy. Up to 18, and Kim Hae-rim for a closing birdie 3. Yes, well done. Nice way to end a 72 today, but a 76 really left her with a lot of work to do. Kim Hae-rim going to be missing the cut at 4 over par. Now, So-mi last to play into 17. This one starting left and turning left, needs a soft bounce. And all right, you'd fancy So-mi's chip over the one that Hyun-kyung has, because at least Lee So-mi's pitching uphill. Doesn't have to worry about the ball getting away from her, but that's a really clunky iron shot from Lee So-mi, who has hit some beauties on this Friday afternoon. Hasn't really taken advantage of them. Now, big putt, Hong Jung-min for birdie to get in the clubhouse at even par and to make the cut. Just creeps in the front edge. Birdie finish for Hong Jung-min after taking double at 16. It's not the second round she was looking for, but it's just enough to see her journey continue this week at Kim Hae Kaya. Choi Ye-rim, this is for a 68. No, not high enough, not hard enough. So the only tentative stroke of the day for Choi Ye-rim, still a 69. That's job done. She'll start the weekend at 2 under par. Gotta love a motorized trolley, don't you? This makes life so much easier. Jung Hana, the only player in this group to hit the green. So-mi coming up short left. Got a bit of green to play with and pitching up the hill. Reasonable look at getting that up and down. Much will depend on the lie of Park Hyun-kyung's on the right side. Back a couple of holes to Hyo-min, who has this to draw level at the top once again. Ooh, settle down, settle down. Ooh. That one was lacking the right speed and right line. So a couple of loose shots on the closing stages of this back nine for Jeon Hyo-min. Bit of tidying up for par required at 15. How does the line look for Park Hyun-kyung? The right-hand side. Cooler months here in the city of Gimhae. There's a couple of dried out rough spots. Right about where her ball is. Obviously can't quite tell from this camera angle. A couple of clubs here and a couple of options. Again, if you're feeling bold and the lie's okay, which it appears to be, at least from the aerial cam, you can try to fly it maybe a yard short with a little bit higher trajectory, have that second bounce land on the green and trickle down to the hole. We saw Song Ga-eun's in the group ahead. All she'd had to do was make it onto the edge and it was going to feed down to the hole. But if the lie's a bit scruffy, you can almost back foot a gap wedge or a pitching wedge. Just bump it forward a yard or two and let it trundle onto the green like a putt. So she'll continue to work that out as we check in on Hyo-min, trying to save a par at 15. Don't want to be giving up a shot here after that wonderful tee shot. Okay, nicely holed. That's a confidence-boosting par, and it keeps her within one of Yoo Hae-ran's 9 under par target. Kyung. Looks like she's going for option 1. A little bit more loft, a little bit more speed, trying to pop this one up high. Carry it a little bit further on. Carried it all the way to the green, but it pitches. It just pitched at the split between the fringe and the green. First bounce when shooting forward, really had no chance. And that decision surprised me. Shake of the head, I think she knows. She was in between decisions there, just never made up her mind. Now for a par for Kim Bo-ah. Yeah, nicely done. Some good scoring in this group of Jung Hyo-min, Kim Bo-ah. Jung-min 8 under, Bo-ah 6 under. Third player in the group, Park Dan-yu. She's at 1 under par and 4 under for her second round. So good going in match 33. Yeah, so me, much easier pitch. She can fly it. Yeah, halfway, 3/4 of the way there. Yeah, well done. Nicely played. Lee So-mi. It just shows you probably had similar length pitches. Just the fact that So-mi was pitching uphill made it a whole lot easier. Now to 18. Second shot for Song Ga-eun. Seen a couple of great shots into this hole already. Oh, put up another. That's delightful from Song Ga-eun. Shades of how she took down Lee Min-ji at Pochin Adonis en route to that Hana Financial Group Championship title last season. Is Hana Zhang putting down the hill on 17. It's a slippery one that will get her attention. Gave that a touch too much respect. Decision to come back and play the KLPGA to a full time back in 2018. It's been a productive one for Zhang Hana. He's collected a couple of wins and plenty of won ever since. Now, Park Ju-young, this one's got to go in to make the cut. Now, gave it a great try. But even if that drops, you feel the cut line's not going to move to +1 for Park Ju-young. Another player calling it a short week here at KLPGA. Park Hyun-kyung, well, their only other bogey of this second round came at a par 3, and at the par 3 6th. Doesn't want to give a shot up here on the penultimate hole. I suppose the only good news for her is it's an uphill putt, which she can be aggressive with, and she's a good putter. I said she led the KLPGA Tour putting statistics category in 2021. She's giving this a good, long, hard look. Regardless of the line that she chooses. Late in the day, the greens slow up a bit. Easy for them to lose a good 2-3 inches of pace. So in the evenings, you just want to be that much firmer with your stroke, especially with putts uphill. This for par. Case in point right there. So second drop shot of the day will slip Park Hyun-kyung back to 4 under par. So neat. Still got movement in this. Even with a firm stroke, it's a putt that she will need to start outside the right edge. Oh, that's well done. That's a nice up and down, and that'll make her feel a little bit better. Chances have slipped by, but she's been rock solid since that birdie at the 9th. Good par for Lee So-mi on 17. Hana, all of 2.5 feet between her and a par of her own here at the par 3. Shadows growing long in the evening hours of Friday afternoon. Okay. Good positive stroke, kept the head down nicely, no peeking. Just listen for that famous North Asian metallic clink of the cup as the ball drops in. Let's have a look at the closing par 4 here at KLPGA. 343-meter long. It's a little bit shorter today, being downwind, and the tees have been moved up. Pair of bunkers up the left you feel not really going to trouble the players. The fairway does pitch, however, from left to right, so expect to see most of the ladies be hitting from the right half of this fairway. Safely negotiate the tee shot, and you've got to negotiate just a gentle uphill climb to an elevated green guarded by one lone deep bunker short right of it. The pin today on this closing par 4, 17 from the front and 10 from the right. Already seen a couple of great shots in that yielded birdies and almost an eagle for Choi Ye Rim. As far as hole locations go, it's one of the easier ones at this closing hole. Playing as one of the easier holes on the golf course this afternoon. This closing par 4, 18th. Yielded more than its fair share of birdies here on day 2. Zhang Hana stood on this tee Sunday afternoon in 2021. She had one hand on that trophy. Slipped away with a bogey. Ended up in a playoff with Park Min-ji. It took 2 holes and a second shot that ended up almost on the practice putting green through the back of this 18th. From Zhang Hana that saw the title go the way of Min-ji. Great view of what faces the player. Started at the green side trap. Just let it fly. Not for the first time today. Something just putting off Hana. She'll reset, refocus, go through that routine again. A little bit stuck there, but saved it at the bottom. And gets that to just, oh no, that settled in a sand-filled divot. Unlucky break for Zhang Hana in this closing hole. She doesn't know it yet, but that's terribly unfortunate. Now, Lee So-mi. I did mention this fairway pitches from left to right, so that right half does get a lot of traffic. And as long as you avoid the divots, yeah, by about 2 inches, you're going to be fine. Up on the green, Park Ju-young to end off her week in style with a birdie 3 at the last. Carried a fraction too much pace. And disappointing first couple of days here at Gimhae Gaya. Going to send Park Ju-young packing. Park Hyun-kyung, though, trotting along at 4 under par, level for day 2. Shot tracer there telling us that that is straight down the pipe for Park Hyun-kyung. Yeah, nicely done for the 2-time KLPGA major champion. Looking to make it a hat trick of victories at the KLPGA Championship next week at the first major of the 2022 season. What a major championship season we have to look forward to. Zhang Hana to defend her title at Blackstone in a couple of months' time. Ga Eun-song to close out with a birdie. It was a lovely second shot. Almost went in. And unfortunately, it's been one of those afternoons for the 2021 Rookie of the Year. Like her playing partner, Park Ju-young, she's going to miss weekend action here at Gimhae Gaya Golf Club. 76 on Friday afternoon. Packs the bags. She'll be back next week for the KLPGA Championship. Ju Young for a round of 73. Yeah, 73, 73, and an early exit for the likable veteran Park Ju Young. Now it's dropped back to the 17th tee. Choi Min Kyung, who's 3 under the card and 4 under for the championship. Gonna find a late birdie, perhaps. Oh, another wonderful tee shot at the 17th today. That one coming from Choi Min Kyung. Opened with a 71 yesterday. Currently 4 under par. Now, Kimbo Ah at 16. Nice full wedge in. 75 meters. Ooh, carried that a fraction too far, and yeah, it's a little bit sloppy there. Can't afford to be on the back edge of the green here on 16. Leaves her a fairly slippery one. Now this is Jung Hyo Min, 2 under on the day. Had a share of the lead heading into this afternoon's play. This morning's action, I should say. Good birdie opportunity here on 16 if she can flick a little wedge in close. Yeah, something just like that. That's the A1 spot to be putting from underneath the hole. Nice straight putt. She'll have that to tie Yoo Hae Ran at 9 under par once again. That Park Hyun Kyung sizing up her options on this closing par 4 18th. Perfect lie in the middle of the fairway. Okay. Perhaps a little bit too much club first go round. Alright, when we came on air, these players hit the turn. The breeze was picking up. It's been fairly calm the last 90 minutes or so. Hyun Kyung just making sure. Rather poor wedge shot back on 16. Feel 10 feet left at worst from this position. 97 meters left. And yep, that's okay. Touch out to the right, but a chance for a closing birdie for Park Hyun Kyung. Lee So-mi just a couple of yards closer. Jang Hana, we saw that ball roll into a sand-filled divot in the rough, so really got to make sure contact is good here. And ooh, is that a fraction thin? That's okay. Thin to win for Jang Hana on the last. Bitterly unlucky, that ball ending up in the divot. No divot problems for Lee So-mi. 92 meters left. That'll be a roar if she sticks this one close. A couple of fans up by this closing green. Wonderful, smooth golf swing. And that's okay. 3 good shots, 3 looks at birdie for this featured group in the second round on the 18th hole. Lee So-mi, Jang Hana, and Park Hyun Kyung all very much in the conversation. But it's Yoo Hae Ran who leads the way after a 68 this morning. Over 4 players who are deadlocked at 8 under par. This elevated 18th green, the players can't quite see where their balls end up. Just have to rely on the sound of the crowd. Let's drop back a couple of holes to 15. Pitching from the front edge of the green. And into the hole for Lee Seong-yeon. That's a timely pitch in for a 3, so she moves to 3 under par. Gets back the shot she dropped at 40. Nicely done from off the green. 17. And Min Kyung. Can she find a 2 after that wonderful tee shot? Just had to hit it. Just had to hit it. Oh, unlucky. She knew it halfway there that might just not be enough. But it's a par. Solid round of golf continues for Min Kyung. No bogeys on the car. Much like Yoon Ina will stand on the 18th tee at 3 under par for the championship. Now birdie putt on 16 for Bo-Ah to move to 7 under. Break out of the pack at 6 under. Takes 6th place all by herself. Now just hangs left. And it's a sturdy par 5. Still 2 holes to play. 3 off the lead. It's a nice bunched leaderboard. They're all chasing Yoo Hae-ran. They could be chasing Yoo Hae-ran and Jung Hyo-min if this one drops. It's a brilliant shot to leave herself underneath the hole for birdie. Touch longer than the par putt she holed at the last, but a whole lot easier. Yeah, center cup, no missing. 2 tied at the top. Once again, Jeon Hyo-min and Yoo Hae-ran at 9 under par. Hyo-min with still 2 holes to play. Now Hyun Kyung for a birdie at the last. Oh, it's tracking on a very nice line and a round of 71. For Park Hyun Kyung. Bit of a roller coaster to finish. And it'll all tot up to a 71. Creeps inside the top 10 at 5 under par at the halfway stage. Have another look at this. Oh, finally one drops. Doff of the cap. Well done, Park Hyun Kyung. So, it's 1 done. At the 18th, Jang Hana, similar line, hoping for a similar result. It's a routine that really never changes. Jang Hana served her so well in her career. The longest putt she made yesterday came on the 16th hole from just a fraction longer than this. Don't think that's going to get there. It's always disappointing when you don't get it to the hole, especially with a birdie putt on the 18th. Well, she can do no better than a 70 today. Now to your co-leader on the 17th tee, Jung Hyo-min. Hard tee shot into the setting sun with a 6-iron. Easy to hang this one out to the right. Yeah, but that's all right. It's going to get a little help from the slope. Yeah, nicely played for Hyo-min. Yeah, Lee So-mi. Surely one of these has to drop for the overnight leader. This for birdie. Get there. Oh, just feels off to the left. How many times have we seen that this afternoon from Lee So-mi? And still, 6 under par. Only 3 back heading into the weekend. Well placed to challenge for a 6th KLPGA Tour title come Sunday afternoon. We're blessed with wonderful weather this Friday in Gimhae, and the golf hasn't disappointed. Seen some sensational scoring. The likes of Jihan Sol, Choi Min Kyung in the group behind our featured group. Also putting together a fine round. Park Dan Yu battling to make the cut. And for Jang Hana, this for par to head into the weekend at 4 under. It's a pair of opening 70s for Jang Hana. 9 straight bars to start her day. Couple of birdies and a drop shot on 15 to end them. So-mi tidies up for a par. Was 2 over par through her first 8. Found a nice couple of birdies round 9 and 10, but 8 straight pars to close and a round of 72 for Lee So-mi. Nice playing from all 3 players. Hana at 4 under, Hyun Kyung at 5, and Lee So-mi the best of this 3-ball over the first 2 rounds. Level par today, but 6 under par at the halfway stage, trailing Yoo-Hae Ran by 3 shots. Well, they've entertained the crowds that have come out to watch the finest golfers in South Korea. We hope you've been sufficiently entertained as well by our featured group of Jang Hana, Park Hyun Kyung, and Lee So-mi. But 9 under par sets the pace. Yoo-Hae Ran, Jeon Hyo-min share the honors here on day 2 at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. So this for the outright lead for Jeon Hyo-min at the 17th. I tell you what, oh, that was on a very good line and positively struck. It's going to roll a couple of feet past for the 22-year-old. And she has given herself a wonderful chance through the first 2 rounds here to be in the mix come Sunday afternoon. Choi Min Kyung. It's been a nice Friday afternoon's work, and And that's a very nice shot into the closing hole from 104 meters. 3 under the card, a chance to make it 4. That putt left for a 68 for Min Kyung. Jun Yi-sung on the par 5 16th. I think we can give her that to get to 2 under par. Scoring has been excellent here on day 2 at Gimhae Gaya. Conditions far more pleasant. No complaints after an opening 66 from this player yesterday. She's played very nicely in foreign circumstances this afternoon. The 22-year-old, first full season on the KLPGA Tour. Got a card sort of bouncing between the Dream Tour and a couple of KLPGA Tour starts in 2021. For Jeon Hyo-min, this for a par at 17 to keep her in a share of the lead with Yoo Hae-ran. It's a funny one to read this because your eyes think that everything's going to move right to left, but we saw Song Ga-eun's move a fraction right, about 1.5 feet from the hole. Now that's well worked out and nicely holed. Every putt she holds from that range is just going to continue to build her confidence. Jeong Hyo-min tied with Yoo Hae-ran at 9 under, just the 18th hole to play. Now we'd given her this putt. But for Jun Yi-sung, should be just a formality to get to 2 under par. No mistakes. Very solid. Look at that back 9. Went out in 39, but an eagle at 10 and a couple of birdies got her the right side of the cut mark. Hae-ran's target of 9 under par yet to be surpassed this Friday afternoon at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Jeong Hyo-min playing the last, putting together a very fine day. Nice 66 from Jang Soo-yeon, winner of the Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open, and Kwon Seo-yeon with a 68 of her own to sit level at 8 under par. Lim Hee-jung could only manage a 70 today. Overnight leader Lee So-mi joining her on that mark of 6 under par. So out to the 18th, and the only player that can leapfrog Yoo Ran atop the leaderboard at the close of play Friday afternoon, Jung Hyo Min on the tee. 18's yielded 19 birdies so far today. And that is a perfectly positioned tee shot for the 22-year-old co-leader. Straight up the middle, all smiles, is Hyo Min. Why wouldn't she be tied for the lead? Now Min Kyung. A wonderful 68 for Choi Min Kyung, backing up that 71 on day one with a bogey-free effort. Out in 34, home in 34, inside the top 10 at the halfway stage. Very nice couple of days' work for Choi Min Kyung. Now on 17, Jun Yi-sung. The rescue club out. Not a breath of wind wafting through KLPGA this evening air. That's nicely played for Jun Yi-sung. Tell you what, they have been peppering the pin at 17 this afternoon. It's another glorious tee shot to that front hole location. A different story Sunday afternoon with a traditional back right hole location. But they'll make hay while the proverbial sun shines. Now we've seen what Jun Yi-sung's done. See if Lee Seung-yeon can do any better. So under the card for day two. Rather strong grip, so expect this to be moving from right to left. You see there hardly any breeze. Still targets that front right third of the green. Just let it get one big kick and take the slope down to the hole. It's two excellent tee shots from Jun Yi-sung and Lee Seung-kwon on the 17th. Birdie looks for both of them. Seung-yeon at 3 under, Yi-sung at 2. This downhill slider for Choi Yeon-woo on 16 to give her a little bit of breathing room. Cut line, projected cut market. Even par right now. Never too late for a first birdie for Choi Yeon-woo. Gets her to 1 under par with 2 to play. But at the business end of the leaderboard is where you'll find Yoo Ran and this lady, Jung Hyo Min. That's what she faces for a second shot into this final hole of Friday afternoon. Playing in the company of Kim Bo-ah and Park Dan-yu. Now, this is Park Dan-yu. 75 yesterday, but she's 4 under the card today. One more good swing, safely through to a weekend tee time at KLPGA. Tugged a fraction left. It's okay. It's going to get a friendly kick and release onto the green. So Park Dan-yu, mission accomplished for a player who started the day at 3 over par. Finds herself the right side of the cut mark. Now Hyo Min. It's been very solid tee to green today. Did make 2 bogeys at 7 and again at 13. 105 meters left. Nice free swing and a very good result. Just perhaps catching that a touch thin. That is going to be for a 10 under par total through 2 rounds here. When you saw the three players at 6 under par heading into today, Lee So-mi, Son Yi-bin, and Jeon Hyo-min, you weren't expecting Hyo-min to be the one with the best round of the three. Now, Boa, level ton left. And playing a very fine shot there. Bit unlucky that one bounced on as hard as it did. But a couple of birdie putts for the players in this group. Jeon Hyo-min, share of the lead. Kim Boa going along very nicely, and Park Dan-yu was 4 under the card and 1 under for the championship. The sun just starting to dip behind the mountains. Let's get you up to speed with some of the highlights on what has been a fascinating day 2 here at Gimhae Gaya. Lim Hee-jong, bogey-free round of golf yesterday. Will continue putting some fine strokes on putts. That was a birdie at the 5th. Hee-jong starts the weekend at 6 under par. Jang Soo-yeon, winner at Sky Hill at the Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open to start the season, continuing to ride some very good form. That was one of 6 unanswered birdies in her second round effort of 66. That leaves her at 8 under par heading into the weekend. Looking for a second win in 3 starts is Soo-yeon. Well, Moon Jung-min was 1 under par to start the day. Dropped a couple of shots early, but then a slam dunk for eagle at the par 5 10th, giving her the breathing room she needed. After that double bogey at 8, got it back to 2 under par, and she would need that. She would make the cut on the number at level. Lee So-mi also had a couple of early bogeys, but picked up a birdie at 9 and another one at 10. However, it was 8 straight pars to finish off for the overnight co-leader, who starts Saturday at 6 under. Park Hyun-kyung couldn't buy a putt this afternoon, but she could find a birdie from off the green here at the 12th with a wedge. Pitching in for a nice 3. 2 bogeys on her day. And Park Hyun-kyung, well, she would eventually sign for a round of 71. But Jeon Hyo-min, give this young lady full credit. KLPGA Tour rookie, playing like a seasoned veteran, leaving that in a great spot underneath the hole on 16. And rolling in this birdie to join Yoo Hae-ran at the top at 9 under par here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Well, Park Hyun-kyung talked about that 71. This was her 71st stroke of the day. A birdie right at the death. Finally, the putter cooperating for the 2-time KLPGA Major Championship winner. Home in 35. And a 5 under par total with 36 holes to play. As it was last year, it's awfully bunched at the top of the leaderboard here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Now, this would be a wonderful way to finish a great round of golf for Park Dan-yu for a round of 67. Now, not to be, but a 68 gets the job done, secures her a spot on the weekend here at Gimhae Gaya. And fair play to her. Disappointing 75 in calm conditions Thursday morning. She'll improve that by 7 shots Friday afternoon. A 68, a 1 under par total through 2 rounds. And 36 holes more golf awaits at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. Now, great tee shot from Yi-sung and Seong-yeon. Seong-yeon first to putt for birdie on 17. This to get her to 4 under par. Well, she pitched in at 15. That's a conventional birdie at 17. And it takes her into the top 20 at 4 under par. A bit wobbly going in, but she'll pick it out of the middle nonetheless. Now, Hyo-min to get to 10 under par. The first player to reach that mark this week This for birdie at the 18th. Is it going to get there? You know it might. Oh, unlucky. A great roll. But it's not to be. Still backing up that opening round of 66 with a 69. Jeong Hyo Min will have the company of Yoo Hae Ran tomorrow afternoon for day 3. We cannot wait for that. But this close to a 68 and sole possession of the halfway lead. They can't all go in, but we're going to see a lot more of that young lady tomorrow afternoon here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. What a story it would be for the 22-year-old should she go on to find a breakthrough victory at the end of play Sunday afternoon. Although, amidst all that excitement, Kim Bo-ah has this for a 68 to get to 7 under par and within 2 of her playing partner. There's been some great scoring from this group this afternoon. 68 from Dan Yu, 69 from Hyo Min. But it's not going to be a 68 for Bo-ah. So 69 to open, a 69 on Friday, leave her well placed in the group at 6 under par in a share of, beg your pardon, 5 under par in a share of 9th. So wonderful scoring from match 33. Jeong Hyo Min with a very solid round of 69 leaves her level with Yoo Hae Ran at the halfway stage, a 4-time champion in Hae Ran, and the rookie Jeong Hyo Min, who can't wait to put in her scorecard that will leave her level with the 4-time winner with 2 rounds to play. Now, come on, Yi-sung, can you follow in Seong-yeon on 17? Tell you what, that's 2 great birdies by Jun Yi-sung and Lee Seong-yeon on the 17th. A wonderful back 9 run continues. Into the top 30 goes Jun Yi-sung. It's been another wonderful afternoon of golf here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. We do hope you've enjoyed the action. We're looking forward to some terrific golf tomorrow afternoon. Yoo Hae Ran, Jeong Hyo Min, they share the lead at 9 under par at the halfway stage here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. The projected cut is going to be at even par, so for the likes of Song Ga-eun and Park Ju-young, unfortunately, their race has been run this week. Jang Ha-na, just the 2 under par today. These are at 4 under alongside Park Gi-yeol. Lee Ga-young, good 69 today. Leave her at 3 under par. Heading into the weekend, Choi Ye-rim, like a couple of other players, putting in great rounds to safely make it through to the weekend. Yoon Ina, another one, 69 today. Kim Song-yeon, matching that total. He'll start the weekend at 1 under par. Those 60 players and ties will be safely through to Saturday morning here at Gimhae Gaya. Hong Jung-min finishing birdie for a 75 and to get to even par. Jun Yu-ri, 1 hole left to play. A par will keep her the right side of the cut mark, but for Lee So-young, a former winner here, Cho Ah-yan, all these players are going to be missing the cut. But it's Jeong Hyo Min and Yoo Hae Ran who take a share of the lead into the weekend here at the Nexen SaintNine Masters. It's been a wonderful day's golf. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage, and we'll see you tomorrow. This is Timothy Lowe saying bye-bye for now.